exactly will General Buhari do better than Jonathan? I would like to know.
Thank you very much, Bayo. First is that when I was preparing this, the format that was given to me earlier was that we're going to have much more time, and then we're going to have to speak about, things first, and then come back and sell our opponents. So I apologize for that. But let's quickly look at this. For a lot of people who may not be old enough here, maybe you were below 30, there was a time in the history of this country where we had what was called the Maitasine riots. And some people decided to take the law into their own hands, like Boko Haram did. Let me say to you that it took one man to sort it out that time, and he finished it very easily because he was a general that people could count for. He led from the front. That was General Muhammad Buhari. Let me even ask you another one. There was a time in the history of Chad that two people in Chad, one was called Kukuni Wadai and Izen Abre. They were fighting over who was going to rule Chad, and they fought to a point where they were going to come into Nigeria through this same Borno that we're talking about. Guess who sent them back to N'Djamena? General Muhammad Buhari. So first, let me quickly calm your fears. When it comes to security, you don't ask a man who doesn't want to go to a war front. You call a general. Because a general is a man of war. And Nigeria has issues with war. His values, let me tell you something. A lot of the guys who talk about today in Nigeria who say to you, who you say are corrupt, know that if Buhari comes in, the issue of corruption will be nipped in the bud. And that's why Jonathan asked people in Enugu that, do you people want to go to jail? And all of them said, no. I would have said yes. If I commit an offense, I steal money, and you take me to a court of law, you should jail me. Because I am, I'm foul of the law. So let's quickly take away the issue of security. He's a security man. He's a general. He served Nigeria with his life. Once you are a soldier, you've signed that you can die. So he will say to you that tomorrow, and he said it, if you listen to him in Lagos, he says when he is sworn in today, the next day he will be where? Borno, where the wahala is happening. It won't take him 9 months. He said it. It won't take him 9 months to go there 2 weeks before an election campaign and then go and campaign in the next 2 weeks. That's one. The second one, so I've talked about the issue of corruption. No, I've talked about the issue of security, sorry. Now let's talk about the issue of corruption. The number one problem that faces Nigeria currently is corruption. Do you know why? The reason I say that is because no matter the good initiatives you have, if you do not quell corruption, you will not gain any mileage in whatever you do. Let me give you an example. A lot of people have said that the road network has improved because of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. I dare say to you that that's a blatant lie. I will tell you why. If you ask the average Nigerian how much a kilometer of road costs, they don't know. Why? Because it varies from who is to be bribed to who is not to be bribed. And because that happens, it means Nigeria wastes a lot of money doing projects that ordinarily should be, that you should spend 200 naira on, and we spend how much? 400 naira on it. So let's move. We've talked about corruption, we've talked about security. Now, let me tell you something. It is only the Buhari Idi-Agbon regime in Nigeria that you refer to with two names. Have you checked? Every other regime, you will say the Muritala regime. You will say the Agui Ironsi regime. You will say Obasanjo regime. When you say the Buhari Idi-Agbon regime, do you know what that means? He's a team player. He carries people along. He carries people along. And let me tell you what is going to happen. You only need to look at the quality of the vice presidential candidates. And you know that one is going to be a champion for change, social justice, and what? Equity. And I'm talking about the person of Pastor Yemi Oshibajo. Now, if you watched the video 2 days ago, Namadi Sambo was somewhere in the north. And he was saying in Hausa, and I have it on my Facebook page, that there is a man who they've taken as their vice presidential candidate, and he has 5,000 churches. So don't vote for him. That's the religious card. With Buhari, you are not going to get any religious card. The reason is because his driver is a Christian. Personal bodyguard, Christian. Cook, Christian. If you look at his regime when he was the head of state, majority of everybody in that place, Christian. You are talking about a detribalized Nigeria. Now, the point is, if you look at the current state, it is where you come from. Now, look at the fact that the Nigerian Navy has only 3 patrol boats. And Tom Polo has gone and bought 6 warships.
We have 15
I won't talk
minutes
about
for dialogue, not just a monologue.
I won't talk about it. So, now, that is it. In the area of jobs,
please round it up.
Bayo talked about, sorry? Yes, I'm answering his question. So, in the area of jobs, Bayo mentioned the fact that Lagos State owes a lot of money. I guess that's why he lives in Lagos. Because the amenities, the social contracts that Lagos has provided, I'm sure your state where he grew up. Even I who came from Lagos State, I think I have to go back. Lagos and Rivers are the only states in Nigeria, aside Abuja, that are doing light rail. It takes a lot of money. But guess what? It pays for itself. Some years ago when I was in Dubai, they didn't have it. Now they have it. You step out of the airport in Dubai and you go into a train that goes from Dubai from that airport to anywhere you want to go. Do you think it was built with current money? It's built on debt and equity financing.
Okay.
And they will pay for it over time. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. I would like you to respond to something.
Well, you've taken a lot of